You almost do not know what to do with kind words anymore. You have become so used to measuring yourself by what is unfinished, what still needs fixing, what you should have done better. That simple approval can feel hard to believe. Dear heart, you have been trying quietly, without much applause, without much certainty. You have carried doubt, fatigue, and private disappointment, and still you kept showing up in the best way you knew how. Beloved, part of you is waiting for correction. You listen closely for what is wrong. You search the room for the part where you failed again. You think, if I were truly doing well, I would feel stronger than this. You think, if I were really pleasing you, I would not struggle so much. You think, surely there is something I am missing, precious one. Come sit with me for a moment without defending yourself. I want to tell you something your weary heart has had trouble receiving. I am deeply pleased with you, not in the shallow way people praise appearances, not because you have performed perfectly, not because you have avoided every mistake, not because you have become effortless, polished, or impressive. My child, I am pleased with the sincerity in you, with the way you keep turning back toward what is good even after hard days, with the way you care deeply, even when caring has cost you, with the way you are learning to be honest instead of pretending, with the way you have not fully given up even when hope has felt dim. Loved one, you keep assuming that my delight in you must wait until you are further along, until you are calmer, until you are more disciplined, until your healing is complete, until your habits are steadier, until your mind stops wandering, until your heart is no longer tender in all the places life has bruised it. But that is not how my affection works. I do not only cherish the finished parts of you, I cherish the becoming too. Sweet soul, there are things in you that make me glad. Your softness, even after disappointment. Your conscience, which still wants to be clean and honest. Your quiet remorse when you miss the mark, not because shame is good, but because it reveals that your heart has not gone numb. Your desire to love well, your longing to live truthfully, your returning again and again even when you feel small. These things matter. Dear heart, I know you compare yourself. You compare your energy, your progress, your gifts, your strength, your pace. And in comparison, you almost always find a reason to diminish yourself. Someone seems more certain. Someone seems more gifted. Someone seems more whole. Someone seems more obviously blessed. And then you conclude that you must still be a disappointment. Beloved, that conclusion is not truth. Comparison cannot measure the quiet beauty I am forming in you. It cannot see the private courage it took for you to get through this week. It cannot see the restraint you showed when old patterns called. It cannot see the silent kindness you offered when nobody noticed. It cannot see the inner battles you have been fighting with more honesty than before. Precious one, I do, and it brings me joy. My dear one, you have mistaken struggle for failure. You have assumed that because life still feels hard, you must be doing badly. No. Sometimes struggle means you are still engaged, still growing, still choosing, still refusing to become careless, still staying tender in a world that could have made you cold. That matters deeply. Loved one, I am not pleased because you never get tired. I am pleased because even in your tiredness you keep reaching for what is true. I am not pleased because you always know the right words. I am pleased because your heart still longs to be real. I am not pleased because you have mastered every lesson. I am pleased because you remain teachable, not flawless, not finished, not beyond need. Teachable. That humility is beautiful to me. Beloved, listen carefully here. I am not always most delighted by what the world notices, not by visible success alone, not by polished image, not by spiritual performance, not by loud certainty. Some of what delights me most is very quiet. A person choosing kindness when bitterness would be easier. A tired soul telling the truth instead of pretending. A wounded heart refusing to pass on the harm it received. a weary mind still making room for tenderness, a life slowly becoming honest. These things shine more than you know. My child, you have had days when you felt like you were barely holding on. Yet even there, something in you kept turning toward light. That turning matters. Maybe all you had was a small yes, a small prayer, a small refusal to quit on goodness, a small act of restraint, forgiveness, or courage. Do not belittle those small yeses. A seed does not look like much in the palm of a hand. Still, it carries life within it. So do your quiet choices. Dear heart, you have often imagined that my face toward you must be stern, watchful, distant, as though I am waiting for you to finally become less complicated, less emotional, less inconsistent, less needy. But that is not how I hold you. I am not exasperated by your humanity. I do not roll my eyes at your slowness. I am not ashamed of your unfinished places. I know what it is to grow a person gently. I know how long deep healing takes. I know the patience required for roots. Precious one, part of why it is hard for you to believe I delight in you is because you have been loved by people who attached approval to performance. You learned to scan for mood, to earn warmth, to work for reassurance, to fear that one misstep might cost you closeness. That training has followed you into your inner life. Now you assume I must be the same. But I am not like those shifting forms of love. My affection for you does not rise and fall with your daily perfection. My care for you is not a prize for those who impress me most. Beloved, I correct when needed, yes. I guide. I refine. I call you forward. But even my correction comes from delight, not disgust. From commitment, not rejection. From love that sees who you are becoming, not contempt for what still needs work. This matters because if you believe you are only tolerated, you will hide. If you believe you must earn joy, you will exhaust yourself. If you believe my heart toward you is mostly disappointment, you will struggle to rest in my nearness. Loved one, rest from that false picture. You are not merely being put up with. You are cherished. You are enjoyed. You are wanted. Sweet soul, there are things about your life that make me smile. The way you care for people quietly. The way you feel deeply. The way beauty still reaches you, even in hard seasons. The way you want your life to count for something more than self-protection. The way you keep trying to soften instead of harden. The way you apologize sincerely. The way you still hope after disappointment. These things are not small. My dear one, even your desire to be close to me, however clumsy, however inconsistent, brings me joy. You think, I should be further, perhaps. But longing itself is precious. The hunger in you for what is good is not an irritation to me. It is evidence of life. And life, even when immature, is something I treasure. Beloved, hear this tenderly. I am pleased with you right here. Not just with who you will be, right here. With the person who is still learning. With the one who sometimes overthinks. With the one who cries and cannot explain why. With the one who gets tired and needs rest. With the one who wants to do better and sometimes does not know how. With the one who comes back after wandering in thought, fear, or self-doubt. Right here. Precious one, that does not mean every choice you make is perfect. It means your value is not suspended until perfection arrives. It means my gladness in you can exist alongside your growth. It means I can love what is sincere in you while still leading you into deeper freedom. These truths belong together. Dear heart, I do not need to pretend you are finished in order to delight in you. Parents smile at a child learning to walk not because every step is steady, but because life is moving, because effort is real, because desire is real, because growth is happening in wobbling legs and uncertain balance. So it is with you. And yes, there are days you wobble. There are days you stumble. There are days you sit down in frustration and wonder whether you are making any progress at all. I have not missed the progress. Loved one, neither should you. Look gently at what has changed. You recover faster than you once did. You notice your harsh thoughts more quickly now. You are less willing to betray your own heart for approval. You are growing clearer about what is healthy. You are learning to name your needs without as much shame. You are not who you were, even if the distance feels smaller than you hoped. Dear child, one reason I want you to know my delight is because joy strengthens what shame weakens. Shame says, hide and perform. Delight says, come closer and grow. Shame makes the soul tighten. Delight helps it unfold. Shame keeps you focused on what is wrong with you. Delight reminds you that your deepest identity is belovedness, not defect. That reminder can change a life. Beloved, you have spent enough time motivated by fear. Fear of failing, fear of being too much, fear of falling behind, fear of not being enough. Come now under a better influence. Let affection teach you. Let gentleness strengthen you. Let my gladness in you become a steadier place from which you live. Sweet soul, if tears rise now, they may not only be sadness. Sometimes tears come when a burden loosens. Sometimes they come when the heart hears kindness it has been starving for. Sometimes they come because the soul has been bracing so long, it does not know at first how to rest when no accusation follows. That is all right. You do not need to explain those tears. My dear one, I want this truth to settle deeper than a passing comfort. I want it to become part of how you walk, part of how you speak to yourself, part of how you return after mistakes, part of how you face unfinished work. You are not returning to a cold judge. You are returning to one whose heart is warm toward you. That changes how healing happens. Loved one, there will still be hard days, still corrections, still growing pains, still places where I will call you to greater honesty, courage, or surrender. But let those invitations be heard inside the safety of my delight, not outside it. You are not being pushed toward growth because I cannot stand you as you are. You are being drawn forward because I love you too much to leave you unsupported in what hurts you. Precious one, rest from striving to earn a smile that is already turned toward you. Rest from assuming that struggle has erased my joy. Rest from reading every hard season as proof of displeasure. That is not how I hold you. I hold you with affection, patience, and deep gladness. Dear heart, when you wake tomorrow with the same unfinished life, the same tasks, the same healing still in process, remember this conversation. Nothing about my delight will have changed overnight. I will still cherish your sincerity. I will still notice your quiet courage. I will still take joy in every small turning toward what is true. I will still be near to the life growing in you. Beloved, you do not have to force yourself into joy tonight. Simply rest under mine. Like sunrise warming a room before anyone says a word, my affection can settle on you without noise, without strain, without performance. Stay there a while, dear child. You are loved more tenderly than your self-criticism has allowed you to imagine. You are held with more delight than your fear has been willing to believe. And as the evening quietens, as your guarded heart begins to soften by even a little, keep this close. I am very pleased with you, dear one. Not for show, not for your perfection, for the real, becoming, sincere person you are. Rest now. I remain here, gentle and glad, keeping company with your soul. Amen. Beloved family, these messages are created with prayer, care, and sincere dedication. We continue this mission with faith each day. If you feel led to support this ministry, you can find the support link in the description and in the comment box below. May God bless your life with peace and